The green cursor shows your current position. Select your next destination with the cursor. Observe the battle level when selecting destinations. More stars mean stronger Heartless in that world. Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Gummy map. Here, as you can see, this map is pretty empty. But you see, we have two locations we can go to. There's this battle level 2 and a battle level 1 world. We're actually going to go to worlds, for the most part, in orders of their battle levels. But before we jump into that, jump to the Gummy Garage. So I'm going to skip the tutorial. So this is the Gummy ship. I'm not going to mess around with this too much right now. If you go into Gummy Garage and select the ship, you can actually completely edit and customize your Gummy ship. This is something I'm not going to do right now. I'm going to do it later. Sure. And the reason I just want to show it real quick is so in speedruns, what they actually do is they edit their Gummy ship so that it looks completely different. What they actually end up doing is they make it so that their Gummy ship is... The Gummy ship, it ends up just being the cockpit, one engine, and one gun. And we'll talk more about why they do that later. Let us decide which of these two worlds we want to fly off to. Alright, as I was saying before, now we need to decide which of these two worlds we're going to fly off to. And we're going to fly off to the Battle Level 1 world. Let's go. We travel to different worlds on our Gummy ship. The Heartless ships often give us a hard time. Always be on the lookout during flight. Your journey will be documented until you reach your destination. Seek out the missions each world has to offer. Control the Gummy ship with the left stick. Tilt up to descend and down to ascend. The blue gauge shows the power level. Firing lasers, among other things, consumes power. The green gauge shows the strength of the armor. If it reaches 0, it's back to the departing point. So, this is basically bad Star Fox. That's how I'll describe the Gummy ship. Fly around, shoot things, maneuver around. If you notice, this Gummy ship is painfully slow. As I mentioned before, there are ways to increase the speed of your Gummy ship. I'm not going to go into this right now. I'm actually going to wait till later on. But also, as you see, as we shoot down these Heartless Gummy ships, they drop things behind. Those are more gummies. This basically increases our collection and allows us to build more and more Gummy ships. Overall, this isn't honestly anything like too terribly stressful. It's circle to fire, X slows us down. I find X useful in very, very rare circumstance. For the most part, Gummy ships are peaceful and not stressful. But don't worry, I'll fix that in a little while. Oh, I'm gonna make these Gummy ship flights stressful. I didn't edit this Gummy ship because I wanted people to see what the base Gummy ship looks like. Oh, but don't worry. We're gonna get stressed out in a little while. And why do I say that? Because I'm gonna make the speedrun Gummy ship later. And that's gonna be fun. Dodge. And dodge again. And we are arriving at our first world, ladies and gents. Let's disembark.
Oh, my fur misses! I'm late! Oh dear! Oh dear! I'm here! I should be there! Oh, I'm late! Oh, the queen! She'll have my head for sure!
I don't know what's up with that guy. I hate to be... If that queen's as bad as he says, I hate to be him. There's nothing else that I can really change right now. So let us move forward. So if we step forward, we actually get a prompt to... Stupid Donald. We get a prompt to push this in. Make sure you do that because that's something that people very frequently forget to do. But
how did he get so small?
No, you're simply too big.
That tracks!
Must you be so loud? You woke me up.
Good morning.
Good night. I need a bit more sleep.
Wait, what do we have to do to grow small?
Why don't you try the bottle? Over there.
alright, you heard him. Let's drink the bottle. And when we drink the bottle, we shrink. And now we're tiny. Woo! So I guess we'll just drop down from here. And look at this, we have a new Heartless appear. These are Red Nocturnes. Red Nocturnes are a group of Heartless that are actually based off of an element as well as a song type. Nocturnes are a type of music, which I realized that when I was younger and I thought it was really cool. Red Nocturnes, because they're based off fire, they actually are immune to the fire spell. Not only are they immune to it, but they are healed by it. Cool thing with Red Nocturnes is they shoot out, they shoot out fireballs that can be reflected back at them. And when you reflect the fireballs back at them, you get a tech experience point. Okay. And this is our time to bounce.
Court is now in session!
I'm on trial? But why?
Her Majesty, the Queen of Hearts, presiding.
This girl is the culprit. There's no doubt about it. And the reason is because I say so, that's why.
That is so unfair.
Well, have you anything to say in your defense?
Of course. I've done absolutely nothing wrong. You may be queen, but I'm afraid that doesn't give you the right to be so mean.
Silence! You dare defy me?
Hey guys, we should help her out.
We're outsiders, so wouldn't that be muddling? Oh, yeah. And that's against the rules.
The court finds the defendant guilty as charged for the crimes of assault and attempted theft of my heart. Off with her head!
No! Oh, please!
Hold it right there!
Who are you? How dare you interfere with my court?
Excuse me, but we know who the real culprit is.
Uh-huh. It's the Heartland.
Anyway, she's not the one you're looking for.
That's nonsense. Have you any proof?
Bring me evidence of Alice's innocence. Fail and it's off with all of your heads. Gather as much or as little evidence as you please. Report back here once you're ready. Well, that's interesting. So what I'm actually gonna do real quick is I'm going to save the game. And we're gonna save an alternate save slot. And because I'm going to attempt to do something, it's a bit of a glitch. It does not really affect anything, but it's actually kind of cool. So now that we've saved the game, let us talk to Alice. Who are you? I'm Sora. I'm Goofy, and there's Donald. Pleased to meet you, though I wish it were under better circumstances. I got mixed up in this nonsense. Well, as you see, Alice does have things to say to us if we talk to the March Hare over here. Before you sits Her Royal Majesty, the Noble Queen of Huts. And if I jump up here, you better bring your evidence soon. Now, I'm gonna try to do something that should mess with things a little bit. Give a moment to stand. That's crazy. Okay. So I'm trying to do something. Okay. So give me a moment. I'm gonna cut to when I figure out how to get this to work, because it's actually a really funny glitch that can occur. So, journal. Oh, there we go. So, this is a glitch, I believe. I'm trying to remember what the name of this is. I want to say it's called arbitrary code execution. And so now if I run out and talk to people, attain the power of stars. No, we did not just attain any power whatsoever. Let's go talk to the queen. Attain the power of ice. What do you have to say? We got a gift from Pongo and Purdy. Attain the power of ice. I believe if we talk to a certain one of these card guards, it'll actually crash the game. Is it this one? Is it you, sir? Doesn't appear to be. I want to shut it off because there's actually a lot of glitches in this game like that. I don't know where too many of them are, but if we pass anything that I know is messed up, I will make sure I show it off. But let's reload the file so we don't have that going on. Whew, that was crazy. It was almost as if we broke the game for some reason. All right, so now we have to go look for evidence of Alice's innocence. So let us go. Who are you? Who indeed? Poor Alice, soon to lose her head, as she's not guilty of a thing. Hey, if you know who the culprit is, tell us. The Cheshire Cat has all the answers, but doesn't tell. The answer, the culprit, the cat, all lie in darkness. Wait! They've already left the forest. I won't tell you which exit. There are 4 pieces of evidence in all. 3 are a cinch to find. The 4th is tricky. Big reward if you find them all. Should we trust him? To trust or not to trust? I trust you'll decide. Alright. Well, that tells us we need to explore around this area and figure out what in the world this man's is talking about. So we destroy those enemies, because as we come around this corner, there's a little box. Oh, good job, Donald. Good work. Chest over here. Footprints. That is one of our 4 pieces of evidence. Also, we have a trinity over here. So as I said before, 3 pieces of evidence are very easy to get our hands on, but 1 is actually very difficult to get our hands on. So because of that, we're actually going to go out of our way and get all 4, especially that difficult one. So let me hop up here. Oh, stupid shadow. So far we've only seen 3 different varieties of of Heartless running around. We are going to see many more. There are many types of Heartless in this game. Okay, that did not work out the way I wanted it to. honestly, I feel like this game, it's rough early until you get past Traverse Town, and then the game kind of gets a little bit easier because you get a couple levels, you get some good equipment so you can actually put damage on enemies. Let's come over here. This brings us into the bazaar room. Hey, look, and it's a piece of evidence. We got the stench. Stinky stench that smells smelly. There we go. We got another level up. That's good. I think this puts us at like level 8, I want to say. And that level up gave us an HP increase, which honestly, I appreciate HP increases in this game. Because God, HP increases are like, they feel nice. They make you feel just a little bit more comfortable when you have to fight enemies. Especially when early game you're getting two-shot by stuff. I'd say we're at the point in the game where I'm comfortable. So right now we have found 2 pieces of evidence. Got some more Heartless over here, so we're gonna clear these guys out. Most of the Heartless really aren't that bad to deal with at this point in the game. Which, hopefully they stay that way. But we all know that's not the case. At this point we found 3 of the 2 of the 4 pieces of evidence, not 3. Also, this is our first chest of Dalmatian puppies. So that was numbers 16, 17, 18. If we go into Jiminy's journal, you see 101 Dalmatians is right here, and it checks off the puppies we found. If we press triangle, once you find some puppies in a world, it tells you how many more are in that world. Puppies are always hidden in chests of 3, meaning since we found 3 in the one chest, we found the first chest, there's 9 remaining, there are 3 more chests of puppies hidden in this world. Just little things to keep track of. There's our other piece of evidence right there. This is piece number 3. We got the antenna. And there's only 1 piece of evidence remaining. And if those were the 3 easy pieces to find, all we have left to find is the more difficult piece of evidence to find. So what I'm actually going to, gosh dang it, Sora, please stop. So what I'm going to do, give me a potion and I'll make you bigger. So, give this thing a potion. And now Sora is Mega Ultra Sora. Couple things we want to do. Number 1, step on this stump. Make that stump stand up really big. Next, we want to examine this. Press triangle to take it. And then we want to smack that. Now when we eat this, we shrink back down into normal size Sora. As the game freaks out very slightly. Give me a potion. This plant also wants a potion. And when it gets the potion, it gives us back a high potion. So, you know, useful. Since we stepped on that one stump, and we hit that to turn this, this allows us actually to get to a couple new areas. First of which here, and then here. And now we can go to this bazaar room. And we fall. And now this is the difficult chest to get to. So very carefully. That swing was just to give me a little bit extra distance. And this is the 4th piece of evidence. Well, look what you found. Nice going. Now we can save Alice. Don't be so sure. She may be innocent, but what about you? What do you mean? I won't tell, but I'll give you something. Attain the power of ice. Learn the spell Blizzard. So you will always get the spell Blizzard in this world, but getting that chest allows you to get the spell Blizzard early. So, if some enemies spawn here. So, Blizzard actually has a bit of a shotgun effect, allowing it to spread out as it hits enemies. So if you notice, those orange bars I had have gone away. If you hit enemies with your Keyblade, you will start to build up what is called a charge bar of magic. Charge bars are used only to cast Fire and Blizzard. Blizzard has a shotgun blast effect, while Fire is kind of like this single Fire is kind of like this single target ability. Both these spells are really good in their own respective rights. I don't think any spell in this game is actually bad. I think all the spells in this game are really good. But Fire and Blizzard both have their uses. But now we have our 4 pieces of evidence, which is good. I'm going to touch the save point to heal up. And now, let us present our evidence before the Queen. Now show me what you found. Well, that's certainly a lot of evidence, but I'm still not impressed. Cards, bring forth my evidence. Checking all 5 would only be a waste of time. Alright then, choose the one you wish to present. I'll decide who's guilty based on that evidence. What? After all that trouble of collecting it? You dare object? Then you will lose your head. Now choose one box. So yeah, no matter how many pieces you pick, you only get to look at one box. So if you're like, oh, it's so random, well, if you pay attention to when the boxes drop, you'll see one drops before all the others. That is your evidence. Your evidence will always drop before hers. If you only find one piece of evidence, the other 4 will all belong to the Queen. So I'm fairly certain this box on the far left is the one that dropped first. So let's take a look. What in the world was that? There's your evidence. Alice is innocent. Silence! I am the law here. Article 29. Anyone who defies the Queen is guilty. That's crazy. Seize them at once. Alright, so this battle, what we need to do is we actually need to break that crank tower. But let's say you feel like these cards are overwhelming you. If you smack the Queen, then it actually does incapacitate the cards a little bit. You actually could just ignore the cards completely and just focus on hitting this tower. This is all you need to break. Once this thing goes down, the fight's over. And voila, we didn't even get a level up from that. She must have gotten kidnapped while we were fighting. You fools! Find the one who's behind this. I don't care how. Well, that's not good. Real quick, I'm going to take a moment. Go and I'm going to give another... I didn't mean to take the high potion off of Sora. Even though, actually, I actually would rather keep the high potion off of Sora. Because high potions are kind of overkill right now.